Okay, so we're getting ready to read Genesis 5. Okay, and so in chapter 4, Cain killed Abel. He left. He was sent away, and he had a mark. God said, nobody's going to kill you. And he ended up building a city, and he had some sons. We got a little bit of family history there. And Adam made love to his wife again. And they had another son named Seth. Okay, and Seth had a son named Enosh, and at that time people began to call on the name of the Lord, which is kind of interesting. Like, what did they do before that? Like, they weren't calling on the name of the Lord. I thought that was interesting, but that was the end of chapter 4. Now we're in chapter 5, because now we're going to talk about how much sin is going on, right? Okay, this was written account of Adam's family line. There's going to be a lot of family stuff here. You're just going to have to bear with me. And if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. So this is the written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them. And he named them mankind when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness and in his own image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Adam lived 930 years, and then he died. When Seth had lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. After he became the father of Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had other sons and daughters. And altogether, Seth lived a total of 912 years, and then he died. Then Enosh lived 90 years. He became the father of Kenan. And after he became the father of Kenan, Enosh lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. And altogether, Enosh lived a total of 905 years, and then he died. Then Kenan lived 70 years, and he became the father of Mahalalel. And after he became the father of Mahalalel, Kenan lived 840 years, and he had other sons and daughters. And altogether, Kenan lived a total of 910 years, and then he died. And then Mahalalel lived 65 years, and he became the father of Jared. And after he became the father of Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had other sons and daughters. And altogether, Mahalalel lived a total of 895 years, and then he died. And then Jared lived 162 years, and he became the father of Enoch. And after he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Jared lived a total of 962 years, and then he died. And then Enoch lived 65 years, and he became the father of Methuselah. We know about Methuselah. Methuselah was the oldest person in the Bible. After he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch worked faithfully with God 300 years and then had other sons and daughters. And altogether, Enoch lived a total of 365 years. Enoch walked faithfully with God, and then he was no more because God took him away. So Enoch didn't die. Enoch was taken away, okay, when he was 365 years old. And then Methuselah lived 187 years, and he became the father of Lamech. After he became the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters, and altogether Methuselah lived a total of 969 years, and then he died. Then Lamech had lived 182 years. He had a son. And he named him Noah, and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord had cursed." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. And after Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay. So this little thing right here, this genealogy, a couple things are going on. First of all, we've got people who are living for a very long time and having certain specific children. So we're getting a lineage here for a couple reasons. Because later on we're going to find out that Jesus is actually descended from Adam. There is a place in the Bible where his genealogy is listed, and of course Noah's important in that line. But some things are happening here, and Noah, like he said, he's supposed to comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground that the Lord is cursed. Okay, and so there's lots of people being born. And we have some lineage here. And now we're going to talk about verse 6 in the next chapter.